High atop Thunder Valley sits drivers ready to go green flag racing for 200 laps. Here for NR Night in America, I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. So glad to have you all with us as we get ready to go green flag racing. This is Bristol, this is NR Night in America. So glad to have you all with us as we get ready to rock and roll. Just one more time, we start with a long race, a very, very long race, and then we go into a bunch of shorter races after that, nothing but sprints. You'll see us racing car tomorrow at Talladega, give it 25 laps, maybe 30 at max. Then we go to Michigan for the Xfinity Series, same deal, quick pace racing to race number 4 where the micro sprints will get ready to roll. We're starting a little bit later than we're used to, but guess what? Qualifying has already been set. The field is ready to roll off, and we're ready to go green flag racing. Welcome to this Tuesday night edition of NR Night in America. I'm John Ramos, and we will be ready to go racing all the way through. Let's take a look at the starting grid. That's left side of your screen. Sure, shout out the NWP side. Armstrong, Mitchum, Brummett, Beck, that will be the first 2 rows. New Bigging, Schaefer, that's next on the grid. DeAngelis, Walker, Garza, Thurston making up the first 5 rows. Perchatsky, Moss, Stellar back in row number 6. Steinmeier, Rodriguez, and the rest of the field will be lined up on the left side. 40 drivers entered, 40 drivers will race, none getting bumped out, but everybody worried about what happens in the back, possibly coming to the front. I want to say hello and thank you to all the viewers that have tuned on in thus far ahead of tonight's broadcast. Ethan the Beast dropping the VIP pass, saying hello, and very excited to have everybody here. I'm excited as well because it's been a while since we've done a long, grueling race for round 1 at NR Night in America. 200 laps at Bristol. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's all shaping up for race 2, 3, and 4 that are quick pace. Bang, 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 one after another. So this will be the long one. This is where strategy will be played in. And last time we went Next-Gen Racing at Bristol, if you do not remember, it almost went caution-free. It was exciting, but the fact that that almost went caution-free turned a whole lot of heads. Matter of fact, a certain driver almost got his first win, and it really was ready to shock some more. Well, the field is rolling. We'll see the one to go soon as the viewers continue to file in. Do you like this idea? The second the stream starts, we go green flag racing. Let us know as we say those magical words. God speed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. It's beautiful in Bristol. 71 degrees, 76% humidity. The track temp at 74. We'll be ready to go green flag racing. The one to go will take place next time by. Next time by, we'll see the one to go. We see some names that we haven't seen in quite some time, but we're glad they're here. We're glad the viewers are here hanging out with us. You never know what you can get. We've gone to Bristol and it seems like they just couldn't stop wrecking. We've gone to Bristol and it seems like, wow, nobody wants to duel it out. Then we've gone to Bristol and we say fuel mileage, fuel lottery, tire issues, engine issues. Every time we take a peek at this racetrack, it's always something different, exciting, unique. A little bit daring, you could say. It could also be that. But as the pace car will see the lights off this time by, it means one thing and one thing only. It's time for the one to go. It's the Bristol Night Race for NR Night in America. Toyota front row, Chevrolet lockout row 2. Ford Chevrolet, that's back in row number 3. Crowd on its feet. Joseph Armstrong on the outside lane. Michael Mitchum, the control car on the bottom. Mitchum has been on a tear, including with the next gens, but so many drivers behind him are looking for a win on tonight's broadcast, whether it's the 200-lap feature or the sprints to follow. On this Tuesday night edition, We expect nothing but the best, so let's light the fuse from Bristol Motor Speedway. Mitchum pulls away to a standing lead. Armstrong to second, locks it in over Dean Brummett in third. You just see how easily the car can grip on that inside. Low profile tire. With an independent rear end suspension, it has really mastered a new quality of driver. Some like it, some do not like it. Others can take it. Some may have to wait for this race to really play out. 3 laps in, Armstrong back on the bumper of Mitchum. He's there, he's peaking. Plunge to the inside. Chevrolet watching and Dean Brummett. Michael Mitchum will lead that lap. Mitchum up the track. Armstrong to the lead. He wasn't able to hold on to it for long. Now Dean Brummett's on the scene. 2023 NWP 400 e-ticket winner. Oh, Armstrong contact. Goes into the outside wall. The caution will wave. And gets 2 other machines collected on the inside. That's Brown. And that looks to also be Luke Gallagher. Caution out before we reach lap 10. Let's see what happened. And it was an incident very, very deep in the field. This was one of the worries of leading, being the first driver to the issues. And actually, it's a multi-car wreck on the outside. Some of the admins not able to get to it right away. Lane Sanders, and actually had nothing to do with the wreck up front. It was Mitchum getting into Joe. Joe coming down the track and right into the lap traffic. So the lap machines were somewhat a part of the wreck. Not really. You can see it actually started with Mosteller. Goes up and rides the outside wall. Caution waves for the first time very early in this race. It will be Mitchum, Brummett, Beck, Schaefer, top 4. Newbigin goes back to 8. DeAngelis goes into 7th. And already, right when this race got fired off, we are back to a standstill. Braden Movick back in the 23rd position. He started very deep in the field. And there's Daniel Mosteller, who is now stuck on pit road. Maybe can get that one fixed. I don't think it's very likely, but for Michael Mitchum and company, an opportunity to restart this race with 190 laps remaining. Toyota on the bottom, Chevrolet on the outside. Ford Chevrolet, row number 2. Ford Chevrolet back to row number 3. Walker, Thurston. Then you have DeAngelis, Newbigin, Garza, Perchatsky. Perchatsky, the UCLA driver, actually working for NASA for the next couple of months. To punch his ticket to victory lane. It's been a while since we've seen Dean Brummett in victory lane. Does it change tonight? Let's find out. With 190 odd laps left in the books. Brummett slower to the throttle than that of Michael Mitchum. Schaefer already looking back to the outside. Switch back to the inside. Joey back tagged by James Thurston. Back goes around. Armstrong involved. Caution will wave again. And the theme continues. for the James Thurston camp, being involved in incidents, and this one may cost him. Now, you've seen it before. And now the question will be, how severe is the penalty? Let's watch on the start. Thurston in the outside. New scheme for him. Closes in on back. Yeah, he just straight ran him over. Watch back again. Outside, that's the Ford. Pretty clear what happened there. So James Thurston will be given an L1 and an L4 penalty for his actions. Aiden Walker will move up to the 4th position. He'll have an opportunity at the restart. So we wait on the admins to update that. Want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. 2 cautions into this race, still very early. Multiple drivers already multiple laps down. Previous incidents on the racetrack. And before we can get this race restarted, we'll have the 4 move to the tail end of the longest line. L1 and L4, he'll have to hold it for a lap. Walker will move up to 4th. Garza will move up to 5th. Restart will be ready in place. So we'll get the 1 to go this time by. Michael Mitchum has led the majority of this race. His biggest competitor, Joseph Armstrong, taken out in an incident. And we'll get ready to go back green. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. Once again, so glad to have you all with us. Ahead of the restart. 200 laps of action. Mitchum on the inside. Brumman on the outside. Schaefer, Walker, Newbigging, and Garza. James Thurston, L4 penalty, meaning he will have to bring it down pit road and hold it for a lap. Back underway from Bristol, Tennessee. Watching on with Hayden Walker. Schaefer inside of Mitchum. Battle for the race lead. Mitchum gives room. Schaefer the lunge to 3. Can't get to him. Toyota will hold on. Ford will go back to 2nd with Dean Brumman in the 3rd position, working 20 laps into the race. Frank DeAngelis navigating around Douglas Newbigging. Fights around the outside to take the position. Max Steinmeier, Yahir Rodriguez, stuck in a logjam. Riding on with Max Steinmeier, gets 1, looks 2. Will get it on the outside lane from the Perchatsky 5. Schaefer is back. See what he can work with. All over Mitchum. Mitchum holds the line on the inside. Dean Brumman on the outside goes toe-to-toe with the Ford. Brummett, the launch off exit. He'll take the second position. And outside lane's really coming in a lot more than some may have thought. Douglas Newbigging, Marty Shimela, Braden Lubbock, Joseph Goff, Jeff Berchatsky, Yahir Rodriguez, Josh Kenyon. 14th on forward, Riker Byram watching it all unfold. Brummett is there, outside of Michael Mitchum. Looks the long way around. He's got it. Dean Brummett will not lead that lap, but will take the lead to 1 and 2. Clears Mitchum off exit. Chevrolet up front. Now is he running that outside lane and tearing the tires up? That's the new question. And undoubtedly the new worry. Schaefer's in third, Walker's in fourth, Frank DeAngelis on the scene. Frank watches on from fifth. Max Steinmeier watches on from sixth. And you see the wounded 22, that's Joseph Armstrong, who started this race up front, now held multiple laps down. Your 2023 NWP 400 e-ticket winner is leading the field 30 laps in to the NR Night in America Bristol Night Race. This 200-lap race will go all the way to the checkered flag, and then following it, 3 events, all sprint races, will be held from Talladega with the car tomorrow. 2 other events like Michigan with the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Braden Lubbock watching on at 6th. Aiden Walker, Legends driver, technically his home track. He's from Kingsport, Tennessee. In and around the Kingsport area, should I say, races at Kingsport. Brummett, race leader in the 316. Now some were asking, is that the Bible verse or is that a WWE reference? Well, for Brummett, originally it was a WWE reference until I said, oh man, Dean, that's really cool that you have a Bible verse as your number. And he said, oh, I never thought about it that way, but I might as well start thinking about it that way now. So it's really whatever you think it is. Are you a WWE fan and you like the 316? Or do you think it's a Bible verse? For Brummett, it goes whatever way the fans want it to go. He's under fire once again, Michael Mitchell. Schaefer closing in third. DeAngelis back in the 4th position. Braden Lubbock is up to 6th. Max Steinmeier, Adam Garza. You see Garza in 8th. Inside lunge. Mack will give him the position and the old switch up for the 7th and 8th spots. Riker Byram, Marty Shimela. Marty on the outside, the number 0. Byram on the inside, the 98. Watching on from Joseph Goff. Yahir Rodriguez. Sully Hans, 12th and 13th. What a move, Joseph Goff. Rips the outside of Yahir Rodriguez. Multiple laps being turned. Now, if you're wondering once again, why was there no Friday stream? Well, I was at the Glass City 200, calling the race and working pre-race for the ASA Stars National Tour. That was at the Toledo Speedway. And this week, there will also not be a Friday stream. I'll be heading to the Owasso Speedway up in Owasso, Michigan for the Owasso Nationals, the penultimate race of the Jack Series All-Stars Tour. Here's the fight for the race lead. 3 drivers under a blanket. So the next stream will be next week, but you can catch all my live racing broadcast action on Track TV and Racing America. That'll be this Saturday and Sunday. Mitchum stuck in a jam. Dean Brummett will lose the race lead. To the outside goes Chase Schaefer, and he's going to lock it in. Schaefer leads from Bristol. Trouble. Lap machine around in front of the leaders. Caution will wave. Adam Garza, Frank DeAngelis. Aiden Walker involved as well. And it will bring the field to a standstill once more. Man. And we will have a restart. Let's go take a look at the replay. It happened with Derek Shaver. Riding the inside part of the track. Inside of Lane Sanders. I think he's going to be gone for quite a little bit. Caution out on the speedway, and that is the L5 for the number 35. Pit road, it's wide open. Douglas Newbigging, Sully Hans, Juan Cobbs, that's the top three. Braden Mubbick coming on in. 46 laps in the books of the 200 scheduled distance. Schaefer will come out in the 11th position, while others elect to stay on the racing surface. This is the strategy we expected throughout this race. 155 laps to go as we get ready for the restart. Hans the second, Mubbick to the third position. We get ready to try it all again. Chevy, top four, top five. You can put Luke Gallagher back there in sixth. Chase Schaefer in seventh. So while some drivers elected to stay out, most of the field elected to come on in. The worry is some of these guys have not had the opportunity really to race up front at NR Night in America. Now they get thrown and catapulted to the front with a lot of drivers behind on fresh rubber. So it will be Douglas Newbigging on the inside, Sully Hans on the outside. Mubbick with Josh Kenyon and others. And the caution will be delayed again. So the yellow will be delayed. We'll head back out in just a moment. And we'll see it once more for the patent guy. Driver, he went around way too far and has now been asked to leave the racetrack. So they'll line up again. Newbigging the race leader, Hans on the outside, Mubbick, Kenyon, Schaefer, Gallagher. Matt Green from Bristol. Newbigging shoots to the lead. Mubbick the second. Hans holding on in third, middle of the field. Gallagher, Yahir Rodriguez. Riker Byram, P10. Lunges to the inside. Matt Neeson, Joseph Goff, all struggling to hold on to each other. Gallagher only one to the wayside. Now has Perchatsky in line. Grummet stuck in a jam in the 12th position. Michael Mitchum finds the outside wall. New race leader from Bristol Motor Speedway, Braden Movick. Sully Hans slams the back end of the 71. New Bigging holds on. Hans holds on to third. Schaefer back to fourth. What a run for Max Steinmeier. He finds the 5th position with less than 146 laps to go. I think Hans wanted to send a message, and he very much did. Here's Perchatsky, Joey back. Both to the inside. Mosteller back in 16th. He had it flip, but the tires were all pointed in the right direction. So he would be able to continue. The driver that led so much of this race, Michael Mitchum, now in the 7th position with company on all ends. That's Josh Kenyon, the 27, Riker Byron, the 98. And the biggest driver to go up there and fight for the lead, that's Dean Brummett. Hans finds his way through New Bigging. Britt's top finds the shelf and is now eyeing the race lead here from Thunder Valley. Loves that outside. Now can he get the lunge? 3 wide, battle for third. Max Steinmeier sneaks through. Chase Schaefer screams back to the inside. Schaefer to third. New Bigging to fourth. Making New Bigging at 5th. Max Steinmeier in 4th. Michael Mitchum watching off from 7th. If you're just tuning on in, we say hello, we say welcome. It's Rush Hour from Thunder Valley in Bristol, Tennessee. This is NR Night in America, live on the IDK Player YouTube channel. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. I also broadcast short track racing around the United States in person. And you can catch my next broadcast, the Owasso Nationals at Owasso Speedway, this Sunday on Racing America and Track TV. Currently fighting on the racetrack, that's for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Max Steinmeier has caught up to the Chase Schaefer machine. He continues to roll the outside part of the racetrack. Michael Mitchum, who has led nearly 25 laps in this race, got cycled back due to pit strategy, with Sully Hans now less than 3/10 to the Braden Movick 42, who just most recently took the race lead off of the most recent restart. Hans looking multiple ends. Movick gets in the wall. Closes in, jumps to the outside. Keeps trying it, he keeps looking for it. Once more to the wayside. Movick under pressure, fellow Chevrolet. Couldn't hold on. That's the thing about the 42. He's going to aero block. He's going to do what he can to keep that 98 behind. And we've already seen the outside lane be the most dominant lane, be the police on the racetrack. Now, you can make up time, but what is it doing to the tires? Can you bank on using that outside lane multiple times? Can you expect something to change, if any? Hans in 2nd, Schaefer in 3rd. Schaefer has closed in big time to the Hans machine. But still being hunted down. Movick's got the middle on lock. He's got the inside lane on lock. What he doesn't have, just covered on all ends, the runoff exit. And you're starting to hear it too. You see from that back view, he's getting a very loose down off exit. Herbert Solomon to the outside. Jay Schaefer pulls toe-to-toe. Here's the battle for 12. Marty Shimela and company with Joseph Goff. Ford, Chevy, the top three. Kenyon back to 10th. Shimela back to 11th. Mitchum has found his way up to the 5th position. And now has Herbert Solomon right ahead of him. And lap for lap, he's been getting quicker. He's been closing up. Solomon into the fence. Mitchum, who has not been as low as 12th. Eyes a new competitor. That's Max Steinmeier. Nearly halfway through the race. Sully Hans, Jay Schaefer. Schaefer there, peeking to the wayside. Has him on entry, rolls even through center. Says goodnight off exit. Chase Schaefer, the capper position. Would you like an extra race tonight? Who wants to see it? I want to see a race 5. We get there by getting 300 likes. Keep that in mind. Lap traffic is going on. These drivers are having to stay heads up. But you, the viewers, I know want to see more racing, including more racing that gets you through the week. So drop a like if you're enjoying the stream to have an opportunity to seeing a bonus race round number 5, Sully Hans. Max Steinmeier, 3rd and 4th. Chase Schaefer, half a second now back to the Braden Mubbock 42. Connor L dropping the VIP pass. Saying hello to all the viewers back at home in the live chat. So does Schaefer have anything from Mubbock? Hans has dropped back. Brings Max Steinmeier to his inside. He's trying something. Wanting it. Couldn't get it on that end of the speedway. Can the Florida 500 be throwback? So the idea of the Florida 500 is to showcase new schemes from drivers and paint scheme designers. We are planning on having a throwback event in the near future, but it will not be with the Florida 500. Mainly because we plan on having the schemes really stand out and pop every time we go green with that event. Max Steinmeier has Hans right in front of him. Inside. Steinmeier has control. Hans takes it right back. Michael Mitchum watching on for 5th. Oh, top side of the racetrack. Mac is thinking. Max is wondering, couldn't get the drive on the inside. Now he'll lose the spot to Michael Mitchell. And that's what we like to call just using other opportunities to your advantage. You saw Steinmeier take the run to the inside. Sully Hans went to defend, and Michael Mitchell said, hey, I'll join you. That's the fight for the 3rd position. 40 drivers enter this race. With 113 laps to go, Braden Mubbock has got nearly a full second lead over the 2nd place driver. As you see Frank DeAngelis go up into the outside wall. Hans and Mitchum forced to run the inside part of the racetrack. Hans in the wall, there he goes. Turns sideways after making contact with Joseph Armstrong. Caution will wave just before halfway. Not exactly sure who did what, why, and how. We'll have to see the replay for that. But it will change things up. with 110 laps to go. Let's see what happened. Oh yeah, Joe did get injured. Watching Armstrong, the 22. Not sure if that was payback. But it definitely was something. Pit road, it's wide open. Here's a great question. I ever called a race at Madison? I have over the PA, and that was for the ASA Stars National Tour. I also did pre-race for the Stars Tour at Madison. It was a part of a doubleheader weekend, so we did Madison, and then we went Sunday to Milwaukee, and it was really fun. It was very exciting. 108 laps to go in this race. Chase Schaefer has shown the race leader. Braden Muddick has come on in. He will be in the 12th position. Jeff Perchatsky goes to 11th. Mosteller up to 10th. And a great comeback after being, well, quite literally upside down, as this race has been turned right side up for the 87. As low as 35th. Laps to go. We'll see the one to go next time by. Chase Schaefer, for the first time tonight, will be in full defensive mode. As a driver that has led nearly 25 laps in this race, will be sitting right behind him, that of Michael Mitchell. Let's get ready to kick it off. We'll get the one to go next time by. Time to go green. $107 laps to go. Will be 106. We'll have 105 laps of racing. Delay the green again. One to go next time by. Schaefer on the inside. And we'll be ready to go green. For Toyota. $103 laps to go for Bristol. We've seen this shape up multiple times before. What's left from Thunder Valley? Riker Byram outside wall. Joey back looking 3 wide. Schaefer's got the race lead for now. Mitchell stalks back to the high banks. Don't look now, but you have Max Steinmeier peeking. Steinmeier top side in the Toyota. Oh, gets the door shut on him. Mitchell close it up right in front of the Toyota. Schaefer loose. Mitchell goes for it. Not able to get it to work. Steinmeier shoves to the back end. Schaefer around Joseph Armstrong. Same with Michael Mitchell. Yair Rodriguez, Dean Brummett. Mavic topside. Now Mitchum has to defend. Can Max Steinmeier get his first short track victory? He's going to have to work for it. Schaefer on the wall. Mitchum in second, under fire. Schaefer to block. Steinmeier to second. Max Steinmeier in the capper position. The lunge to turn one. Not able to lock it in. He's been trying so hard on that end of the speedway. Can he try it once more? Looks underneath Shea Schaefer. "95 laps in the books. 95 laps to go, should we say. Steinmeier inside, Schaefer outside. Mitchell looks to run the top end of the racetrack. And these two have never fought for victory ever in NR Night in America. 3 of them are now under a blanket. Mitchum topside. Jumps to the back end of the 99. Steinmeier's in third. He's loose, but he's trying to hold on. Mavic in fourth. Dean Brummett in fifth. You gotta watch out, Riker Byram. He's watching on as well. Byram's last win was New Smyrna. That was with the ARCA Gen 4, the Battle of the Beach. It was a community event. Michael Mitchell knows whichever which way he goes, Schaefer's gonna have him covered. Chess match for the lead. Chess match for victory. Or should we say just a hold on to the race with 90 laps to go. He's gotta watch on. Mavic is there in fourth. Making up time on the fresh tires. 1 top end of the speedway. 3 wide Mavic there in the 42. Gets into second. Steinmeier steals it. Right in Mavic, outside wall. Gets turned off the nose and the caution will wave. Wow. And Aiden Walker comes in late. Gives him a knock on the rear. And I don't think Mavic is too happy with the 93. I think he would have been fine with how robust these next gens are. He would have just had to come in, get what would have been little requirement. But look at that left rear where he got hit from Aiden Walker. It has completely destroyed the 42. Man, just came out of nowhere and the caution came out right away. Let's watch again. 42 on the inside. Max Steinmeier on the outside. No, he just came up in front of Mitchum. And that's repairable. With this car on iRacing, no doubt about it. You can see the yellow lights. They are on. Where was Aiden Walker going? I have not the clue. Wow. Let's watch it again from a different point of view. Yeah, he clearly just came up in front of him. Caution is out once again, 86 laps remaining. Schaefer, Mosteller, Brummett, Mitchum, Goff, Newbigging, Steinmeier, Rodriguez. Mosteller having issues in the early parts of the race. Making a great comeback for the end. Let's get ready to restart. But we knew here at Bristol it was going to get wild. Something was going to happen that was going to be uncharacteristic either of a driver or drivers alike. Machines being put in wild, weird areas where you just did not know if it was going to fit. And here we are with an opportunity. Lights will be off. Chase Schaefer has led a good portion of this race. Now make it 27 of the 117. Mosteller has led none. He's the most popular driver in NR Night in America. And with a great crowd on hand, he will be restarting on the front row. Restarting from Bristol. Single car spin deep in the field. Schaefer gets away. Mitchum fights back to second. Brummett inside of Mosteller, toe-to-toe for third. 81 left. He's there. He's closing to the 99. Schaefer to the outside. Mitchum. He's got him. Michael Mitchum. Race leader by a nose. Schaefer can't cover. Mitchum all around. And what can most do? He's sitting in third. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, that's the top three. 79 laps remaining. Top of the racetrack. Lined up with Dean Brummett. Daniel Mosteller goes to second. Brummett goes to third. Schaefer goes to fourth. 77 laps to go. Yahir's in fifth. Riker Byram is in sixth. Both drivers to the wayside. Brummett to third. Mosteller now to second. Schaefer dropping back to fourth. Now the question is, can Mose close in on Mitchum? He's able to through entry. He's able to through exit. Mitchum on the inside. He's running the conservative route. Dean Brummett giving the pressure to the 87. You can see the damage from the earlier incident where he did go up and over. Just look at that left rear. No doubt about it, it is affecting the handling of the race car. But with laps fading away, Michael Mitchum is pulling away ever so slightly, I mean by mere inches. Now what can he do with the lap car in front of him? Remember, he got into Joseph Armstrong early in the race. They ultimately put Joe on the back burner, where Armstrong was then involved in a different incident. Steinmeier inside, Schaefer outside. That fight continues. That fight looks to be over. Steinmeier to fourth, Schaefer to fifth. Yahir Rodriguez is on the scene. He's looking for the toss. Runs off exit. And don't look now. We're going to take a look at Mosteller's nose. Armstrong is aero blocking. And I mean seriously aero blocking the Michael Mitchum 38. He's lost him a lot of ground. And Joe's been known to do this. Wasn't happy with what happened earlier in the race. These two, they've raced with each other in Road to Pro. Mitchum gets into Joe. And now the time will be lost even more. Mosteller. 3 car lengths, maybe. To the back end of Michael Mitchum. Grumman's in third. Watching on as this could end up being a 3-car battle for victory. 66, 65 laps to go. Joseph Armstrong on the inside, Michael Mitchum on the outside. And it's going to get to the point where Mitchum will use the bumper. He's one of those young drivers where very rarely do they like to even be held up the slightest. There's Schaefer, there's Garza, Garza to the wayside. Lined up with Hans, Berchatsky, Yahir Rodriguez, Mosteller and Grumman. Grumman inside, battle for second. .61 laps to go. And that's the thing about Mitchum. He doesn't have to worry as much now. Knowing Mosteller and Grumman are now having to go toe-to-toe, and then they have to worry about the Max Steinmeier machine sitting in fourth. Mack looks to the inside. Grumman, less than 7/10 back. He got cleared. Mitchum still having to fight with Joe. Just can't pull away. And it will allow Dean Brummett to close in. Shades of what, 2019 de Benedetto, Ryan Newman? Playoffs are not on the line. Respect, it's earned, not given. And both these Toyota drivers are at a massive disagreement. Mitchum can't get the full run off exit. Joe is hoping for Brummett to close that gap. It's now a second the difference. And more lap traffic to come about. Look at Frank DeAngelis. Look at Joey Beck. Joe holds on to the race car. Beck gets up out of the way. And the thing about Mitchum is he doesn't want a caution. Because if he gets a caution, it's going to stack this field up with what will then be possibly 50 laps to go. Where if you thought they were aggressive then, get ready. Because respect will be out the door, and everyone's going to be in all systems go. I wouldn't be surprised if Joe is hoping to get turned. Garza goes to third, Mosteller back to fifth, continues to drop. Tire wear becoming a big issue. There's Steinmeier, P4, there's James Thurston in the fifth. Remember, Thurston got the L4 and L1 penalty early in the race. 3 wide. Sully Hans in the middle. Yahir Rodriguez, Braden Mubbick. 4 wide at Bristol Motor Speedway, and they all made it work. Schaefer snuck through, 1 up against the wall. Frank DeAngelis. That's who it was. Riding on with Joseph Armstrong. 28 laps down. Mitchum can't get clear, but has no worry nor a fear as Dean Brummett is nearly 2 seconds back. If I'm Mitchum, but now I just say, okay, I'm going to ride behind Joe. There's just no point in going toe-to-toe. Don't risk the caution to get around the backburger. If Brummett is struggling to catch up, go at Armstrong's pace. Because now Brummett's got to deal with Adam Garza, unless your next worry goes to the driver of the 8, who sits in the 3rd position. Beautiful race on hand, which you love to see from Bristol Motor Speedway, a mix of everything. And with 47 laps to go, tire wear is the next in question. Adam Garza sneaks to the inside part of the racetrack. He will now take the 2nd position. Think about James Thurston. He's now toe-to-toe with Braden Movick. Movick into Thurston, turning the 4 into the outside wall. Payback from Kansas and Auto Club. The caution will wave. And I don't think those Bristol fans will be too happy about it. There's the 42, and if you watched the last stream, you know what happened. You saw what happened. And there's the damage on James Thurston. Pit road will be open. Garza is in. Thurston is in. We'll go take a peek at the replay. Wow. The thing is, you knew it was coming. The Kansas situation, some were saying James Thurston thought it was the last lap. It was 3 to go. And then the Auto Club situation when he turned the 42. I think Movick just found a track to pay him back. Daniel Mosteller is the race leader. Michael Mitchum will go to P2. Adam Garza will go to P3. And we'll try it again. What can Most do? What can Mitchum do? And can James Thurston get it backfired? Brummett, Newbigging, Schaefer. There's Joseph Goff. All lined in. We'll have less than 40 laps to go as we get restarted. The 1 to go from Bristol, Tennessee. Pace car will make the hard left on the pit road. Michael Mitchum, 38. Mosteller, 87. 39 to go from East Tennessee. Schaefer, Brummett in the wall. Schaefer's watching on from fifth. Most goes around and collects Team Brummett. Gets it fired up. Dean Brummett did not go for a full spin. We stay green with 37 laps to go. And can Adam Garza catch Michael Mitchum? He's going to have to work to the outside early. But if he goes top, does Mitchum follow? 35 to go. He's got the advantage. Max Steinmeier, Joseph Goff. Fighting, looking, wondering. Garza half a second back. And poor Dean Brummett. Now 3 laps down. 33 to go from Thunder Valley. Garza, 4/10 back. New Bigging, a second and a half, give or take. There's Yahir. There's Joseph Goff. He's closing little by little. But the question will be, is it enough? Garza topside. Mitchum inside. 30 to go. I think there's an opportunity. I think there's a place for him to find victory. Yahir Rodriguez to the wayside of Douglas Newbigging. Yahir clears. Doug, Goff, Max Steinmeier. Can anyone catch Michael Mitchum? 6 tenths the difference. .25 laps remaining. Yahir's got Goff. Yahir's got Steinmeier. James Thurston is back into 5th. Trying everything. Looks one way, thought of another. Bristol, Tennessee, always fun to watch racing. You just never know what you'll see, as there is the fight for 3rd. But by far the most exciting part, the comers and goers, the strategy at hand, and all the wildness that came a part of it. Garza isn't done. 22 to go. He's under half a second. But if he can indeed catch Michael Mitchum, it's going to have to be soon. Goff to 5th. James Thurston to 4th. Thurston running the longest way around the racetrack. There's Schaefer. There's Hans. Hans on the outside. Gets a tap from the 99. Schaefer will use the lap machine. Hans snuck his way through the middle. Garza, 3/10 back. Joseph Armstrong on the scene and is holding back Michael Mitchum. Don't say it's over. Toyota versus Chevrolet. Garza is there. Mitchell will have to defend. And you don't want to run risk of punting the 22 because what comes around goes around. And at Bristol, it's very easy to have a driver go from behind you to in front of you without them even passing you. 15 left. Frank DeAngelis. Lap machine on the inside. Mitchum is now forced to run the outside part of this track. Back to the bottom. Armstrong's just not allowing him to get clean air or a runoff exit. And he knows if he just stay in front of the Toyota, it's going to tighten that car up, and it's going to give the Adam Garza 8 the advantage. 13 laps to go, top two in a world of their own. If you're just tuning on in, we say hello, we say welcome. Boy, what a race you missed. Garza in the fence. We'll lose the 10th, maybe more. And Joe has pumped the brakes multiple times in front of Michael Mitchum. A race that started with 40 drivers down to 13 on the lead lap, will soon be 12. Joe with Mose, 10 to go. Mitchum can't go high, can't go low. Armstrong parks in front of him. Garza is back. Lap traffic like a minefield all over the place. Jeff Perchatsky goes one down, leaving 11 drivers on the lead lap. Garza to the inside of Mitchum. Couldn't get it to swing. He's trying everything. He's trying every which lane. Mitchum wanting to focus on the drive off. Adam Garza trying to focus on him not getting away. 6 to go. Solomon in the fence. Josh Kenyon a lap down. He may have to start considering using the bumper. Michael Mitchum has led the most laps in this race. But the key to victory will be tough. Adam Garza involved in a wreck. The caution will wave with 5 to go. Oh no. That will give Douglas Newbigging the second position, and Michael Mitchum will have maybe 14 drivers breathing down his neck on the restart. We'll head to overtime. Oh my. Oh my. Garza ran right into him. And I mean, nobody saw it coming. You hear it. You now see it. Joe goes top. Mitchum barely sneaks through. And Garza, the teammate to the 23, committed to the lane. Max Starmeyer just happened to be. Contact with DeAngelis. Oh, man. Wow. Frank was also involved in the last Bristol incident with the super late models with around 5 laps to go. We'll head to overtime. Check the replay once more, this time from an overhead view. See what exactly happened between DeAngelis. Watch it once again before we see the restart. That's the 69. Top of the track. What did you see? I see him come down. We'll get the one to go. And the restart will be at hand. Mitchum on the inside, Douglas Newbigging on the outside. Overtime for Bristol. It's been wild before. We're gearing up for another wild finish. Mitchum 38, Newbigging 71. 2 to go from Thunder Valley. Doug didn't get a good jump. Here comes Rodriguez. Mitchum pulls away. Salamanca. 1 to go from East Tennessee. Canyon and others went to the high banks of 1 and 2, but nobody was stopping the M&M's Toyota. Michael Mitchum wins at Bristol. Schaefer in third. As others track around him, he led the most laps by a wide margin, 103. 103 at the 205, and the competitors that had the best shot at him fall in incidents. The drive to survive was alive. Michael Mitchum wins at Bristol. Michael Mitchum burns it down. And we will go talk to your race winner. Fun race. Mitchum is having a great time. What did you think? Michael Mitchum, congratulations on the win.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, it was a fun race. You had to fight for it, no doubt about it. Talk about it. Overtime finish. Joseph Armstrong being tough on you. You had to work for it, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I think, no doubt, the biggest fight I had the whole race was Joe, whether it was a lap car or not a lap car. He didn't appreciate what I did there, lap 10 or whatever. They called check up, but like, I saw nothing, and they didn't specify where to check up. So, I mean, he went high, and I was going. I mean, there was no caution. They were wrecked up top. I mean, but from what I saw, we were fine. So I did not, in fact, check up there. And he did not appreciate that. I got into him a little bit, and it spun him around. But overall, it was a great race. It was fun racing there with Dean and Mac and everybody else. There's a lot of names to call out, but I want to give a shout out to everybody in this race. It was a very good time. I want to give a big shout out to all the fans too. Thank you for watching.
Well, gotta ask. Caution comes out late. What was going through your mind?
There was no doubt 2 tires. You can't stay out there, obviously, but 4 really just doesn't work in the next gen at these little, well, really every track. It just, or at least late. Obviously, it's gonna work there, lap 3 of 200, but it's just late in the race, within 20-30 to go. It's just 2 is the call. Simple as that. You saw Demos try to take that advice a little earlier than he probably should have, and that didn't work out, but he also had damage. But it was just, that was all that was going through my mind. I knew I had to continue to execute, and 2 was the call.
Well, they got you out in front. You had a fight with Muvik. You had a fight with Joe. Is there any other scenario where you say this other driver would have given one heck of a shot at going to victory lane if they weren't involved in an incident or if things didn't go the way that they did?
Definitely Joe. I mean, you can't not mention him. Whether it was my fault or not, he would have absolutely been a very, very good contender there late, and I really don't know what I would have been able to do. Obviously race him, but he is bad fast at all of these little tracks and really also every track. So he's really quick. So if he wasn't caught up, I would have definitely been looking for him all race.
Well, we got a sprint race coming up, a 25-lapper Car Tomorrow race at Talladega. What are you thinking now after going from a long distance short track race to now this sprint at Dega, where you know things are gonna get very, very wild?
Yeah, definitely completely different car. So I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a good time. Sprint race is pretty cool, very, very short, and you just kind of go out there and execute and try to get out there at the win a little, or like earlier than you feel like you should. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be a good time. I
think it's going to be a blast. Session going up now, 25 laps. Any worry, any thoughts heading into it? Keeping the car on the ground? Do you think you can keep the car on the ground?
Yeah, that's the big one. Car of Tomorrow likes to get up high, and Car of Tomorrow also doesn't like to go straight. If it's not turning,
Session is up, by the way, for all the viewers watching back at home. Talladega is next. Session is up. Mitchum, I gotta ask, what about these viewers? What do you think about them? Anything you want to say?
I hope I put on a good show. I hope it was pretty fun to watch. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. You're what fuels the In Our Night in America. So thank you for being here.
That's Michael Mitchum. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll continue to talk around as we get ready to go green. Let's talk to Braden Movick. Movick, you're involved in an incident. It looked like you were going to be okay, and then Aiden Walker came in a little late, and, well, the story was that. Movick, John Ramos, you got a copy. And I don't think he is here. He's probably getting some things ahead of the race. Daniel Mosteller. We're heading into that second race, but let's continue to talk about what happened at Bristol. You were upside down, then you had a shot at contending.
Yeah, that's the best driver in here for a reason.
Ooh, I like it. Love the moxie. Well, how did you get back up there?
Just perseverance. Just kept my head in the game. Took my tow, got on the tow truck, fixed a little bit of damage. And I ran that whole thing with like 7 minutes of damage. I never fixed it all.
Really?
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is, I think at around lap 50 or 150, when I took 2 tires to get the lead, which I think would have been a winning strategy, I felt like every single pit stop leading up to that moment, it was starting to like fix my damage and make the car drive even like weirder than before. And yeah, I took the 2 tires, and I had a little slide off of turn 4, and then into turn 2 I just lost it. But I was able to save it, kept going, and got the late race yellow and rebounded nicely to get like 7th or something. So, you know, not that bad for flipping.
No, not bad at all for flipping.
I don't know any other driver that could do that in here and pull out a good result.
Well, we're very proud that you're able to go ahead and get that done. Congratulations on the win. We head to Talladega, 25 laps. Any questions, any concerns, any worries?
We're all going to do blowovers. It's getting fun.
25 laps worth of blowovers. I want to point that one out. We will be discussing with viewers, by the way, should we change the mini stocks away from Michigan, accidentally putting Michigan on the schedule twice. If we did go somewhere with the mini stocks that wasn't Michigan, where would it be?
I don't know.
I don't know. Great.
Probably a short track.
Ooh, something to keep in mind. Joseph Armstrong, we saw you giving a little bit of dirty air there to Michael Mitchum. Thoughts on it?
Demos, okay, well, first off, we're going to talk about Demos. Just said about him being the best driver in NR.
Yeah.
That's just, I mean, you know, you got to gas yourself up. Make yourself.
You got to have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder if you're going to race in this.
Yeah,
you got to have a little bit of a chip on your shoulder if you're going to race in the race of life, so.
All right, we don't need motivation and stuff right now. Too late for all that.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm not running this race because I'm not a fan of this car. But, you know.
Can't keep the toes on the ground. But you got Xfinity. You got Xfinity race 3.
Yeah. I mean, I should have won last race, you know. I don't even know if I'm going to run Xfinity. Not really because of any other reason. Besides, it's just, you know, it's a little too drafty. Not enough tire wear. Easy for me to get wrecked by somebody again, you know.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's too common, and it's not even just one specific person. But like, I mean, I had my fair share of like wrecking last race outside of the lap incident. But like, my goodness, I mean, it's like the guy in second. Like, if you're not leading the race, like the guy leading the race obviously has to be close to the race. Like they can't be aggressive as like the guys behind you. But like, I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna get explicit at all because it's a family-friendly show. But like, what are we doing? Like, we come off the turn 4, and Bubbitt, whoever it was, there was like 3 guys that said, "We're wrecking turn 2, wrecking turn 2, wrecking turn 2." So I'm like, all right, you know, I'm going into turn 2, I'm looking at my relative. And for those watching who don't know what the relative is just like the live leaderboard, so you can see the cars around you.
Right.
And so obviously I'm the leader, so all the cars in front of me are lap cars, or like the cars that are in the wreck. So I'm gaining from them that. So I'm like, all right, so there's stop. Just like what cars I'm gaining. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to turn 1, cautious. And so I see the 11 car like sliding down the track as I enter turn 1. So I'm like, all right, well, hopefully everybody else is kind of on the same page as me and is going to check up for this incident. And, you know, I drive up the track a little bit as the 11's coming down, and I just get clobbered from behind. But I couldn't do anything. And then the kid wants to come on the radio, and he's like, He's like, why'd you slow down? There was no wreck. There was no wreck. What are you
Okay,
talking
so
about?
he had an insult to injury by queuing up.
Yes. Like he was like, what are you slowing down for? There was no wreck to avoid. And I'm
Okay.
like, there was a car sliding down. And even now, after all that, and like all the other stuff that I did like during the race after that, I mean, you know, I do that to everybody. You would know. You know, there's a few guys that have fallen victim to that, but they deserve it too. And he got fortunate that they wrecked for about last place about 5 times in that race because he was not going to win that race. I was rooting for Adam Garza there, and then he got wrecked by the lap cars, which is done. And so, unfortunately, I still have not gotten an apology, and I don't really want one. I mean, you know, it was just more of like.
Unfortunately, I haven't had an apology. And, oh my God, that's a heck of a quote. That is
Like,
a
you know,
wild quote.
You would think after they saw the wreck, you know, oh, you know, I see there was a car sliding, I apologize. But no, he just kept adding insult to injury, because then he started like dooring me up the track and stuff. I was holding my mind, but it's a show. At the end of the day, I'm here to have a good time, here to have fun. I really, really don't care that I said that in the race, but like, it's more like I do it just to entertain the audience.
Well, he's also a younger driver, and it's something to have him keep in mind.
Yeah.
He is a very vocal driver too, and a lot of people don't always agree with it.
He's a next-gen merchant, so you know,
Next
this is one shot. This is his one shot to win this night tonight. So
Didn't you both race and row the pro?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I think we ran like one race together, and he doored me there. He like we were putting around at 25th in the last lap. He like doored me on the straightaway. I don't know. I didn't really care about it. But like, yeah, we've raced. And he's from Richmond. He's from the area. Oh, I don't know. I mean, we're cool. Like, he's from the area. You know, I'm rooting for the kid, but I root for everybody. I don't got anything against anybody, but sometimes people do stupid stuff, and it makes me upset because they do it to me. And it's not fun when it's done to me. One of these days, you know, I'll get my get back on all these people, but I just don't run enough to, and I don't care enough to really like seek out that payback. It
Right,
just
because at some point the sun rises the next morning and there's new challenges awaiting you.
I won't remember this tomorrow. I'll be at work and I'll just be doing whatever, and I'll be like,
it is pretty cool that you work for SimSeats.
Yeah, we're actually building the rigs for the NASCAR Final Four.
Oh, they all have
the
to
drivers.
be in a SimSeat?
Yeah, it's like a deal that we have with NASCAR and iRacing, so that's kind of been this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all the drivers or just the Final Four?
No, just the Final Four. So, busy week. We've already built one for Parker White, former NR driver. And then I don't know who's next, but we got 3 more.
Wow.
And if you're in Kansas, whoever's in Kansas next week, pull up.
Oh, you're going?
Well, I'm not going to the race, I don't think, but I will be in Kansas. So if you're in Kansas, pull up to Nebraska Furniture Mart at some point during the weekend, and I will be there. You can get a meet and greet with the best NR Night in America driver at the moment. Probably ever, debatably, arguably.
Debatably. Hey, you never know, honestly. Maybe, maybe not. What would you add to the resume that you are the greatest NR driver?
All right. Well, okay, so I don't have the e-ticket wins, and that kind of was like holding me back. But I've led the most laps. I led the most laps in both Daytona 500s.
Yeah.
I won like 5 or 6 straight races like a few months ago, so that's something. And then I have 2 monthly championships.
That is true.
Probably should have more, but because I keep getting wrecked for the win in them, I don't have any, as many. And I just clear everybody. I mean, like for the 5 laps that we saw me at pace tonight, you know, I was the fastest car, qualified on pole, all that stuff. Qualified on pole last at Pocono, and that didn't really go the way it should have, because once again, people just don't check up for wrecks. That one spot for like 8th place is not worth it. Just hit the brakes.
Ooh.
But anyways, And then yeah, so I think I don't need to speak as to why I'm the best. I just go out there and prove it, and you guys can watch back on the streams from the last 3 years and see why I think I'm the best. Except for the Phoenix stream, 2021. Don't watch that one.
Yeah, I don't think we should watch that one ever again, honestly. That stream shouldn't even be on the channel. But anyways.
No, it should. It absolutely should.
We're going to let you go because we're getting ready to go green, but good luck for the rest of the night.
All right, thank you.
That's Joseph Armstrong, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get ready to fire on off in just a matter of moments. Looking at some of these drivers in the field. You know, we haven't talked to Riker Byram in a little bit. Byram, you're here at Talladega.
Yep, I got you.
Whoa, what is that microphone?
What's wrong with it?
Oh, there you go. No, now it's good now. Hey, you know those magical words, right?
Oh, you mean Godspeed drivers?
I think you need to say it.
Well, what's Godspeed drivers? Let's have some fun here.
Heck yeah.
Ridiculous.
All right, 825 laps. We saw during qualifying, your guys are clocking 230 on your own. We'll be seeing 255, 250 when in the draft. What's the thought process here? Only a 25 lap race. This is a sprint to the finish.
I gotta be real, being in the back where I'm at, because I didn't qualify and joined late. Just survive at this point. I mean, I'm gonna try to, but at the same time, 25 laps, I'm gonna have to haul. So,
Right.
really, it's just whoever makes it to the end. So,
Do you think you can make it to the end?
oh, I know I can make it to the end. It just depends on if I get taken out by somebody who can't make it to the end.
All right. Well,
So, let's see.
and it's all up in the air. You just do not know. You have a Dodge. You have a Toyota on the front row. Where are you starting by chance?
31st.
Ooh.
Way back in the back.
Man, 33rd, not even 31st.
No, better, yeah. So I get to have some fun. You know, we'll see how it's going.
It's going to be interesting to see. We're going to get the lights out. Good luck.
Thank you. I'll have fun.
That's Riker Byram, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to go green. Let's see if we can talk to Dean real quick before we let it loose. Dean Brummett, John Ramos, how are you?
Doing good, Ramos. How you doing this evening?
Glad to
buddy?
have you in that last race. Are you in this one?
Yes, sir. I am rolling off 25th. Didn't have a good chance to get a good Q lap in.
That just means you're going to have more fun than everyone, right? You got to drive to the field now.
Oh yeah, it's a quick little dash race, and these COTs are absolutely a drafting machine. So we'll see what happens here, buddy. Thank you once again for putting on the show. Love being a part of it, and like I said, hated that Bristol race didn't end the way we wanted to, but led some laps there. Can't really complain when you get to do that on the big TV.
Heck yeah. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to see how this one goes down. Quick hello before we go green. Good luck. That's Dean Brummett. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime as we get ready to go green flag racing. Welcome to Talladega. The excitement is always through the roof. It's always a lot of fun to see what is to come. Lights off on top of the pace car. We'll go green this time. Those cars are bright. Dodge, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, Chevrolet Lockout, row 3, Ford Chevrolet, row 4. Pace car, the hard left on the pit road. 200 laps of Bristol. Makes it in time for the sprint races the rest of the night. The first one comes from Talladega. DeAngelis Walker. Shamela Schaefer. Let's light the fuse from Alabama. Schaefer quick to the punch. Race leader to turn 1. Already building speed, already building momentum. Over 230 miles per hour before even reaching turn 3. Schaefer, top side of the racetrack, blocks one, can't block the second. Schaefer leads lap one, DeAngelis holds on. You saw a slide very deep in the field. But we'll stay green. That was Connell. That may have also been Byes. DeAngelis to the point. And this is what you love to see, excitement brewing. You know this is not a long race. You know it's go, 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 go for the rest of the night. Shemela DeAngelis toe-to-toe. Duggan Walker toe-to-toe. That's for the third position. 23 left from Talladega. Thurston. Trouble deep in the field. Might have been Michael Mitchum. He's up and into the air. Mitchum goes for a wild ride as the caution will wave. Riker Byram's involved. I believe that is Christian Delgado. No, that's Dean Brummett. Adam Garza. We knew it was going to get wild. But man did it early in the race. Let's see how it all unfolded. And whoever would have been in that 43 machine, without a shadow of the doubt, the root cause, that was Jerry Rodriguez. And they just couldn't stop wrecking. This was Adam Garza. And these are the guys that were single file. They were worried about what was going to happen in front of them. Rodriguez gets into Mitchum. Mitchum goes for a whirl. And you can just see Garza get air underneath his COT. Just barely gets into the catch fence as he lifted off the ground. Riker Byram. There's his damage. There's Michael Mitchum's damage. Let's ride on board with him. You saw Dean Brummett involved. You saw Adam Garza got a piece of it. Let's watch on board with Garza's 41. So caution is out early here at Talladega. Multiple drivers already on pit road with 20 some odd laps left to go. Moss Steller, the race leader. Let's talk to some of the drivers involved. Braden Mubick, we're going to try to get a comment from him. We will not be able to. Let's go talk to Frank DeAngelis. Frank, John Ramos, got a copy.
Hi.
Well, you're leading early. Things got wild. What are you expecting? What's the strategy from you? It always changes.
Before anything, I just want to clear the air about Bristol. Apparently it looked really bad on my end, but when I looked back at it, it was kind of a racing deal. No one was at fault, so I just want to put that in the air. I would never wreck Max Steinmeier for no reason. There's some people I would wreck, but not Max Steinmeier. But this race is confusing because it's under 40 laps, so I don't know if I didn't think I could make it from the back to the front in 25 laps, so I tried to qualify got the pole by accident, and I'm gonna try to stay up front as much as I can. Never run the outside. I'm gonna try to stay bottom the whole race. I'm only gonna go to the outside if it's time to go, or if I know someone up here like Patrick Connell or Colton Clark 3 are gonna wreck the field in this restart. Then I'll go top. It's just gonna be with the COT at play tracks. You just gotta stay up front to avoid any mayhem.
It's going to be exciting to see how this all rolls. We'll get the lights off this time by. We can't wait to see what you can do from here on out. Big names ahead of you. Any worry?
More worry on the tires.
More worry on the tires. Well, that is good to know. We'll get ready to rock and roll. Good luck. That would be Frank DeAngelis as we gear up for the restart. 2x2 to the high banks of turns 1 and 2. Goes the field. A couple drivers with damage. Others looking for victory lane, the one to go. Lining up, down into 3 and 4. Daniel Mosteller, Shaden Reyna. Chevy on Chevy, row 1. Chevy on Dodge, row 2. To the restart zone. With 19 laps to go, Dega gets back on its feet as we're green from Alabama. Spinning. Chase Schaefer and others caution will wave. Before they could even get through the gears. And I don't think James Thurston was too happy about the late hit either. We've had drivers catch air. We've had drivers already catch some tempers. How did it happen? And it was the 4 not even going. Stacked everyone up. Colton Clark. Shift or something. I mean, when I say he didn't go, I mean, he just did not go. Watch it from the restart. Watch once more. So that will stack them back up and we'll have another restart at hand. The road, it's open for some machines, but this looks to be a quick yellow. And being on the restart, there's no need to completely delay the restart of the race because of that. As Colin Clark will be escorted off the premises. Another opportunity at a 1 to go. Let's see it. Lights off, top of the pace car. 17 laps to go now from Talladega. Time to go green. Now with pit road open, the drivers will try to get back out in front in time. But if they're going to go, they're going to have to go quick. $16 laps to go, that's what it'll be. The Xfinity Series racing from Michigan. Time to go green. Chevy, Chevy Dodge, Chevy Toyota, Ford Chevrolet. Gearing up for the restart. Pace car hard left on the pit road. Back green from Talladega. Single file inside, top 5, top 6. Here's Aiden Walker. Here's Frank DeAngelis. DeAngelis flanked for the lead. Pushes to the inside of Ramos. Mosteller pulls alongside the Chevrolet. Frank top of the board. 15 to go. Wayside move. Mose in tow. Reyna Sanders. Jacob Juleson. He's in the Subaru to the inside. 14 laps to go. Frank DeAngelis leads. Mose is there, crowd on their feet. DeAngelis saves it. Now help from the 09, Jaden Reyna. And Mose has got to watch out. Marty Shimela has been known for pushing in the corners. Does it change? Shimela on top. Mosteller on the bottom. Juleson into the 87. The Red Bull sideways. Does he save it? He does. Jaden Reyna slammed the wall. They all keep it straight. Shimela to the race lead. watch because you know that 87's got something up his sleeve. Closes in. No foul move. Now a peek to the inside. Contact spinning. Bryce Benton. No. Make that Dylan Pasca. Single car incident. Let him race. You're going to have guards losing on their own because they can't control the speed, the energy. Brandon Duggan is there in 6th. Lane Sanders is up the 3rd. DeAngelis to the inside of the 86. That's now toe-to-toe for the 3rd position. 11 to go from Talladega. Marty Shimela, Daniel Mosteller, Frank DeAngelis. Lane Sanders with Brandon Duggan spinning back half of the field, out of harm's way from the leaders. Already on that outside, what is he willing to do? No change. Lane back to 2nd. Now to the outside of DeAngelis. These two have been rivals. They've been enemies going on 2 years. Can DeAngelis defeat Sanders, or Sanders outclass the 69? He's in the wall. 10 to go. Clock is ticking. Marty is there. He's to the back end of the Dodge. Jolts it into Sanders. Duggan watching on. What can Marty Shimela do with 9 laps to go? Walker in 6th. Thurston in 8th. Multiple drivers racing, all split apart. It's 9 to go. Will soon be 8 to go. And Marty Shimela, I guarantee you, will sit there. He's not going to move. There's no need to move until it matters the most. Gatlin Downey, an opportunity to win right at his fingertips. Mosteller, he dropped back a tab, but is now up the 3rd. Looking outside, the top 9. Koznoff, Schaefer with Benton. Benton into the wall, Schaefer may need a caution, or for this front group to have a checkup where he can then close in. What he just needs is a slide by one driver, and it's going to back up most of the field. He needs a lifeline. 7 laps to go from Talladega. Can Marty Shimela win it? 300 likes. We'll see a race 5. He wants it. He's thinking about it. Walker has Sanders. They got to be sizing something up. Speeds upwards at 250, 240 miles per hour. What's in the playbook? 6 to go. Oh, sitting inside, another peak. Had a bail out of the throttle. DeAngelis, wayside of Shimela. Help from Mose. DeAngelis back to the lead at Talladega. It's been a while since we've seen him go to victory lane. Can the tank defeat the Moose? Or does Shamela have something to say about it? 5 to go from Talladega. Shamela to the bottom. In tow with the 87. Walker, Thurston. Work up the racetrack. Frank doesn't have company. Maybe Aiden Walker, the closest ally. Thurston plans on going with the 0. Mosteller leading them all. 4 to go. Gonna be well out of the throttle goes James Thurston, but still upwards at 216 miles per hour. Clobbers the back end of the 69. Frank loses speed. Thurston loses speed as well. Wow. From leading to 7th. 3 to go this time. Shamela, Mosteller. Marty, top side. Most can't clear. Can Thurston or DeAngelis work together after being put on the back burner? Thurston inside of Sanders. Sanders in the wall. 2 laps to go, this time by from Talladega. It's gonna work, it's gotta be soon. Walker into 2nd. Now looks top, looks bottom. Mosteller has it cleared. Downey in the fence. And the thing is, the 87 knows if he loses the lead, it's all over. There's no getting it back. Walker to the outside. Couldn't get it done. James Thurston climbs the ladder, back up the 3rd. This race is gonna be official. Santa Blanca, 1 to go from Talladega. Walker top side, James Thurston the move. He's got to get back in front of Frank. If DeAngelis will allow him to clear, he does. Walker and Thurston to the outside. Aiden Walker race leader to turn 3. Now, what does James Thurston do? Last dash to the checkered flag. Walker 93, Thurston 96. Thurston on the apron, washes up the track. Aiden Walker victorious from Talladega. The last lap move pays off for Toyota. And it's a TRD back-to-back. They grabbed the win at Bristol. They grabbed the win at Talladega. What a race, what a finish. And he will burn it down. Forget burning it down, he'll drive through the grass. Aiden Walker victorious. And that was the first sprint race of the night. Up next, Michigan. Yeah, this was quick. Get ready. 25 laps in the Irish Hills. NR Night in America, doing victories all year long. Let's go talk to your race winner. Aiden Walker, congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, that was interesting. How about it? Last lap pass, company from behind. Was the tires a big deal late, or did you just have them all covered?
The tires were absolutely a big deal. That's kind of why I wanted to weigh on the move a little bit, but of course I still would try. Like you saw, I think, was it the back stretch or the front stretch where I nearly hooked Demos? I think it was the front stretch maybe entering one, but I mean, it's still worth a try, but gotta thank Thurston for the push. I think, like he said, he was hoping for a run on the front stretch, but didn't get that run, so. Well, we finally won, and since was it the spa event that last one?
I'm sorry, you cut out for me. What'd you say?
Was it the spa event that I last won?
I believe it was. I think that was the last time you went to Victory Lane.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow. It's been that long. Well, you're back. It was a sprint race. What did you think of the sprint races?
It's a lot of fun. It's just, I feel like maybe it was just a little bit of a crazy race, saying that everyone wanted to just get straight to the front on lap 2, pretty much, and that's why we had so many wrecks early on. But that long run was actually really nice because we were all spread out and things.
Well, that was a lot of fun to see, a lot of fun for you guys to watch. Not too many blowovers, but a couple cautions kind of coming out of nowhere. Really thinned the herd out. What did you see from both the cautions?
Well, the second caution was just kind of funny, but also kind of sad for the drivers that got involved. But the first caution, I really have no idea what happened. So.
But then you saw the stack up. What did you see from the stack up?
Pretty much nothing. I just see a big checkup. I have to go to the outside, and then they're all wrecking behind me. So, yeah, that was a little bit sketchy and a little scary. But we made it through, and I finally won a COT Super Speedway race.
You finally got a COT, and you've seen multiple iterations of the COT, blowovers or not. Matter of fact, I think you've raced the COT with blowovers without the new damage model, with the new damage model, before when it was just like 260 and it was crazy. What is your favorite version of the COT on a super speedway?
I mean, I really like the blowover model. I would kind of want it to be, you know, a regular super speedway car with an actual restrictor plate, because it does get a little bit weird when you're rating this. But if they do that and have an option to do both at once, I would love to do something like that, maybe one night, but I don't think that's going to really happen, saying that they barely touch this car besides the damage model and blowover physics, which the blowover physics I love, though.
Yeah, that was a cool part of it. Well, we do have the next session up. Would you like to say anything to the viewers back at home?
Well, gotta thank my sponsors, Lively's Custom Diecast. I don't know why I always mess
that one up.
Yeah, I don't know why I always mess that one up, but Lively's Custom Diecast, Coggle Motor Company, Blue Line, Tennessee. Again, gonna shout out to Kingston Sports and SKS Motorsports, because I forget which win this is. There's too many.
Well, hey, very important. What's your next in-person race?
I have really no idea right now. We're deciding between running at Newport or Nashville, whichever one we think would be best. So we're also trying to save money for next year and things, since, you know, racing costs a lot.
Are you doing Legends next year?
Oh yeah, for sure. We have not enough money to, unless we get sponsors, we are gonna be stuck in Legends for a little bit.
How much does it cost to go pro for pro late models? Just so people get an understanding.
The only thing I know is that the ARCA car, if you want to run like a mid to lower ARCA car ride, it's like 8 to 10 grand.
A race
Yes.
versus a legend?
A legend. Well, I don't know how much it is to rent one because, well,
Well,
I
you guys build
actually-
it in-house.
Yeah. Well, no, we don't build it in house. They build it for. Well, most of the chassis. Well, every chassis has to be built from the
Certified.
iNext shot. Yeah. It's not just built by a person in a random place.
Right.
It has to be from one of their shops. So
everything is in-house in there. Wow. So do you ever plan on do you ever want to go pro late model racing at Nashville?
I mean, of course I would. It's just really hard to, actually get the money for that because it's super hard to get sponsors.
Right. And that's
Especially
including
right
in
now.
this, market right now. The market for racing this year was really tough, including for the pro late models. I remember when it started out earlier this year, I was like, man, what do we have? 28 pro late models at Speedfest. I'm like, oh, Nashville's going to be crazy. And the Nashville market for pro late models were down. Really not just there, but across the board. Hickory had them down earlier this year. But from what I'm hearing, they should be all going up now with it being the end of the year. And, all the crown jewels are coming in and drivers are trying to get seat time before those big events. I'm very hopeful for a great car count at Nashville for October 5th. Same with Owasso. Owasso is going to have a fantastic car count for the Nationals, for the Jeg Series All-Star Tour. I will be calling that race. But I did see the entry list, and I'm really stoked for it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
yeah, like I said, I would love to run a pro late model, but it's just we barely have the sponsor money to even run the legends, really.
So how do you get sponsors? I know I'm asking you a lot of questions, but this is also a lot of questions, but this is for people back at home as well that want to understand what short track racing is about. How do you get them? Do you have to go out of your way and start emailing?
Sometimes you have to. I mean, for us, we've only really had contacts that we've known before, really, but we haven't really had to go out to contact someone, really,
Right.
but that's what we're going to try doing soon because we desperately need sponsors.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you do one day get to go pro late model racing. Some sponsors here would love to get you up there, including the Nashville side. There's a couple sponsors always looking to help out, including on the Legends portion as well. Well, we're getting ready to go now to Michigan. What do you got in store for us? What do you think Michigan's going to be like with it being just a 25-lap race?
Oh, it's 25. Oh, great.
Oh, it's sprint racing. I was not
I
joking about the
remember.
sprint races.
I just wasn't expecting it to be 25 laps. I was expecting it to be maybe like 30, but I think it'll be a mix of push. Well, from the B-fixed races I did back a few months ago, it seemed to be right front tire wear, which I really have no idea how this is going to go. If we get a caution, then it's going to be full pushing. It's going to be some really nice racing.
Well, I can guarantee you we got 40 drivers ready to rock and roll. Every time we go Xfinity Series racing, we have a stout car field, a stout entry list as well. Really excited to see how that all goes. Dean Brummett is back. Jaden Reyna is back. So many other drivers are ready to roll with you. That's Aiden Walker. He just won at Talladega. Congratulations. Let's go continue to talk to other drivers. Barb, welcome back. I'm pretty sure you just got out of class.
I've been out of class since 8 o'clock, Jonathan.
Ooh, he used my legal name. Who heard that?
Alright. Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Want to use
kidding.
your phone number instead? I'll do that.
No, do not. Do not. He will either call me John Ramos, Jonathan, or just Ramos, but recently it's just been more John and John Ramos. So hearing you say it so classful was interesting. Did you have a pinky up when you said my last name, my first name? You can tell it's been a long day for me. Very all over the place.
I had my pinky up.
We did hear now officially Dylan's last name is Papska. And for the ones that don't know, that is him, driver number 11. Barb, where are you on track? That is your number 17.
That is turn 4. Turn 4 at Brooklyn, Michigan.
Gotta ask, why this color scheme? What was the reasoning behind it?
I don't know, bright colors, more easy to see. Simple as that.
It's very retro. You go for like an 80s view. Very Epcot. Very Epcot-ish.
Oh, God, there we go, Disney. Who would have thought?
I know you're not
Sorry,
talking.
I am not talking.
You are very much a Disney fan. You can't say you're not.
Yeah.
So why that
Really?
car? Or why that scheme? Like, why that color palette? What was the... What got you up out of your bed and said, you know what,
Out of
this
my
is what
bed.
we're going for?
I like simple designs. I am a very firm believer that designs are going backwards in NASCAR. Going kind of backwards. It's people are way. I'm sorry, I'm struggling right now. People are more worried about just making crap look crazy and everything. Just go back to what it was, simple and recognizable. I can't think of a lot of paint schemes now that are really recognizable, other than like, you know, most of the popular drivers. But yeah, only schemes people care about now are the special ones, not the ones they run every weekend.
Right. I like that. Well, Demos has got his Fanta car, number 87. What would you say is the most recognizable scheme at NR Night?
NR Night?
Yes.
Oh. I'm gonna leave Demos out of this and Mubbock out of this because that's too easy.
Wouldn't they be the most recognizable ones?
Oh yeah, they are, but that's too easy.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Add some sauces. Gavin Austin?
Yeah, sure. Oh no.
These answers are very interesting.
Yeah, well, qualified, I can't focus.
Oh, where'd you
Oh,
qualify?
my engine blew up, John. We hit a wall.
Oh my goodness. I mean, do you have a spare?
Yeah, infinite amount of spares.
I want to say thank you on behalf of Champion Racing Association for creating those amazing paint schemes.
Oh, thank you.
Are you going to be watching the Owasso race? Do you need access to my Racing America so you can watch it?
Oh, I would love to watch it. When is it?
It is this Sunday afternoon.
I could try. I might have to work.
Well, if you're not working, let me know. I'll slide you the code.
Alright. What happened to Billy Van Meter? What'd he do? What'd he do this time?
We're not getting into it.
Oh, no.
You can look. It's not hard to figure out. Go on Twitter and just scroll down a little bit. I'm pretty sure you'll find it.
Oh, yeah, I sent you the link. I just wanted to white boy mad at him and not the guy who kicked him.
I believe ASA, if I'm not mistaken, has released the penalty report after the incident involving the Glass City 200 post-race. It is there for the taking.
I just want you to know, if someone got kicked in the face, and it's like not a big topic, but in Formula One, someone shoved someone's helmet in. It's like the end of
But
the
you
world.
saw that. But you saw that video. I'm not gonna lie. This is the point of the stream where it's like, yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. Let's hang out and have fun. I watched that video, but before I watched the video, I read like the person's caption. I was like, oh man, what did he do? And I saw like the head pull back, and I'm like, there's no way.
The Gregor shift of Menard.
I was like, wow, that is interesting. But hey, you know,
Yeah.
he did make slight contact. Can't say you didn't. There was slight contact between both drivers.
Yeah, just slight.
Just a little bit. Let's see what Joe's gonna do here. He goes P4. All right, Barb, you ready for this race?
I'm as ready as I can be. I beat Frank D'Angelo's qualifying. All I need. That's all I need to know.
Oh,
So I'm ready.
So you got a shot at winning.
No, because I'm still starting behind Marty Shimela. So.
Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Lane Sanders, John Ramos, good evening.
What's cooking? How are you, Mr. Ramos?
Doing really well. You had a shot at winning there at Talladega. What else did you need?
I needed Thurston not to run me over. Other than that, I think I was hoping
We did
he'd
see
have me
that.
down.
He did throw a little pushing and shoving action in there.
Nah, I wouldn't expect anything less, to be honest with you. But yeah, me and Gatlin Downey had Gatlin's an old friend of mine from NR offline.
Oh, that's cool.
And I told him over the chat, I said, dude, we're about to win this race. And I think he got like a 5th or something. It's good, really good for him. I still got a 7th, which we're high speed cars at Talladega. You gotta lift. That's my bread and butter.
Well, hey, we're excited to see what you can do at Michigan. It's going to be a quick run to the finish. Do you think you have the car to make it?
If I stay out of trouble this time, every last time I went to Michigan, I think I got in a record. Michigan's one of those tracks. It's like Bristol. They don't ever treat you right. Hopefully this time I'm looking for a nice top 10 run a couple top 10s to make up for Bristol. We try to see that one. So, yeah, got the Pepsi Mobile. We got a Pepsi Mobile out here. We're gonna see what we can do.
Heck yeah, well, good luck, Lane.
Thank you.
Let's go grab Christian Delgado. Delgado, how are you doing?
Yeah, I got you, man.
There you are. Christian Delgado, how's everything?
Tell him again. I got you.
Oh, okay, there you go. Christian Delgado, how's everything?
It's going. I kind of just hopped in here last second and not the best quality, but 25 laps gonna have to get up there.
But you got 40 cars at nearly 11 o'clock at night, which has got to be exciting, including on a Tuesday night. It's always Xfinity that they love to come out for.
Yeah, Xfinity Michigan. I mean, I think it's a popular combo. I mean, a lot of groups, a lot of places for everybody to go. So a lot of opportunity for passing. So we're excited.
It's going to be exciting to see what happens within these next 25 laps. The beautiful flags are waving there on the front stretch. We're ready to see what you can do. Do you want to go ahead and say those magical words? You want to try it? You want to try it?
I don't think I don't want to put it.
I think you can do it. I think you to come on. Do it for the fans. Do it for the viewers. Do it for the fun.
The magical.
He doesn't know what GSD is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay, oh wait, Godspeed drivers?
Yes, it is. And then you say, I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed. I'm shaking my head. Let's get it rolling. Godspeed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. We're ready to go green flag racing from Michigan International Speedway. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. If this is your first race of the night, we say hello and welcome. If this is your third, so glad you've been hanging out with us since we dropped the green flag at Bristol Motor Speedway. Mosteller, Burrows, Mitchum, and Armstrong are your top four. You got a Ford, you got a Toyota, you got a Chevrolet up inside the top three. So let's do it. What makes Michigan great? The beautiful grass and the Irish hills, or us lighting the fuse in round number 3? Three wide, Brummett, Aiden Walker, and others third on back, just trying to get off turn number 2. Reyna in the wall, everyone sneaks through. Traffic jam from second on back. Burrows to the inside, can't get there to most. Mosteller leads lap 1. First in inside. Can he get through Burrows? He does. One spinning Marty Shamela. Dean Brummett got a piece of it. JD Laird to the inside. Shamela up and over. Caution will wave. Just as quickly as we got started, we have Delgado, Shamela, and a couple others. They got a piece of it. There's Lane Sanders. I think Lane stays completely done. Let's watch back and see what happened with Marty. Just to the inside, he was working it well. He just came up the track all on his own. Got flipped, and that's how he got air. Christian Delgado went right into him. Let's ride on board. So the caution is out on the speedway. James Thurston will be now in the second position. Anthony Burrows, Aiden Walker, Jaden Reyna, Dominic Barbagallo, Jackson Byes, Michael Mitchum, Dean Brummett, Frank DeAngelis, Laird, Serrano, Benton, Rodriguez, Zola, Cox, Pope, Shoemate, Baker, and Harrell will all be in the top 20. We'll get the one to go this time by. The field will stack back up 2 by 2. As they get ready to deliver the restart. A couple drivers with issues in this race. Others already shuffling through the big boy. The restarts. Do we have another stack up like we just saw? Pace car makes a hard left on the pit road. Ford Chevrolet cycle between the first 2 rows. 21 remaining when they get to the line. Back green for Michigan. Wrecking way deep in the field. Out of harm's way from the leaders. Thurston inside Ramos. Walker in third. Most will leave that lap, 20 to go. Jaden Reyna through the grass. Spreads the field out. Demos holding on to it. Walker, Burrows, third, fourth. Walker goes around. Off the nose of Anthony Burrows. He'll get it back refired. Burrows keeps it straight. We stay green. 19 to go. It's off the racetrack with it being sprint races. It is relaxed yellows. Mose, Thurston, Barr, Mitchum. Mitchum fourth, DeAngelis fifth, Jackson Byes, Dean Brummett, 6th and 7th. Laird is there, and there he goes. Lost a lot of speed to the center of the corner. DeAngelis and Mitchum, that's the fight for fourth. 18 laps to go. Multiple laps already under the belt of these drivers. There's Jackson Byes. Nearly 200 miles per hour into turn 3. Mitchum has DeAngelis, the Toyota, right behind him. $17 left. Barn to slide off turn 2. Mitchum watching on for fourth. To the wayside. Can't get him on that end of the speedway. 16 laps to go for Michigan. You're watching NR Night in America live on the IDK Player YouTube channel. I'm John Ramos. So glad to have you all with us as we continue the racing well into the night. Don't know if we'll hit the AM hours. Maybe on the East Coast. Possibly. We already got 16 to go here. We have another sprint race right at the end of this one, that being the mini stocks. But do we hold it from Michigan? Some continue to ask. Mosteller able to clear off Barbagallo. Barbagallo in full swing, looking to move ahead. $15 to go. He's checking him. He's checking on that outside to see if he can get that run on the 87. Dominic Barbagallo has never won a race on anything that is not a super speedway. That includes Atlanta Motor Speedway after he got the win there. Most recently a win at Daytona. 14 to go. Three drivers under a blanket. Two Fords on the outside, a Chevrolet on the bottom. Here comes Michael Mitchum into view. That's the Toyota on the inside. DeAngelis buys 5th and 6. Mosteller inside. Most locks in the spot. Chevy and two Fords still fighting it out. Now with the Toyota in view and Michael Mitchum. DeAngelis on the scene in 5th. See James in that quarter panel. He gets the air off around the 87. James Thurston, the race leader. Top 6 under a full second of each other. Thurston the switchback. To go. What do you have? He almost got in the quarter panel. Barb watching. Mitchum watching. Barbagallo outside. Thurston inside. Mosteller in the middle. 11 to go. From Michigan. Mitchum shutting the door. Thurston in second. Barbagallo in third. On the inside, still breaking a peak. 10 to go from Michigan International Speedway. 10 to go in race 3. Clock's ticking. And it's 7 drivers now under a blanket. Here comes J.D. Laird in the 23. J.D. Laird. He designed the iconic Dale Jr. Mountain Dew scheme from the 2012 campaign. That scheme also carried over into 2013, if I'm not mistaken, into the 2014 season as well. Barbagallo into the outside wall. May have caught Michael Mitchum with him. From racing for the win to now trying to just putter around to the finish. It allows James Thurston and Daniel Mosteller to somewhat pull away. Frank DeAngelis in 4th, Jackson Buys in 5th, J.D. Laird in 6th, Bryce Benton in 7th. The racing continues on. 8 to go. Most the race leader, Thurston. He's watching. Looking to jump to the outside lane. Jackson buys P5. You see him working around the racetrack. Bryce Benton in 7th. A heck of a run he has had. Both the laps going away. It's going to come down between Thurston and Daniel Mosteller. Will it be another wild finish at Michigan? Another wild finish with the Xfinity Series. 6 laps to decide it. Mitchum under a second away. Thurston. Crossover look. Peeks to the inside of the 87. He's got him on that end of the speedway. Jackson buys the slide in the Toyota. Out of harm's way, never mind. 5 to go. Daniel Mosteller in the 87 has been fighting toe-to-toe with James Thurston for oh so long. What can Michael Mitchum do? What can JD Layer do? Thurston slides, he smokes him up. Most the runoff exit. He's the new race leader. 7/10 back to making this a 3-car race. 4 laps left to find out who has the checker flag. There's Laird, there's DeAngelis. Here's Benton. Benton watching on from 6th. Four to go. Lap traffic in front of Mosteller. Mose will move to the inside part of the track. Marty Shamela. One of the drivers sideways. He moves to the bottom. Back well. Top side. Thurston able to close in. Mitchum able to close in. This isn't over for what looks to be the top 3. The Irish Hills have always been something special. 2 left. Chevy, Ford, Toyota, all 3 in a line. Mitchum may have just caught that wall, just trying to push it way too much. Wrecking back half of the field, but it's away from the leaders, will stay green. Can James Thurston make up the half a car deficit and grab the checkered flag next time by? Let's find out. Salamanca, 1 to go for Michigan. Thurston is there. To the back bumper of the 87. He's thinking about it. He's peeking at the bottom. Doesn't get the runoff exit. Car laid back. Last drive. 3 and 4. Mosteller to the bottom of the racetrack. Slides wide and will lock in the victory. Daniel Mosteller comes off turn 4, victorious from the Irish Hills. Mitchum third, J.D. Laird outclasses DeAngelis for 4th. Bryce Benton comes home 6th. Dean Brumman a 7th place outing, with Byes, Rodriguez, and Burrows making up the top 10. NR9 America fueling victories all year long. Mosteller, another win. Demos, congratulations.
Not bad for a guy that.
Not bad for what?
Not bad for someone that apparently wins by only record.
He's gonna have to repeat that. We had the music a little bit too loud. Once again, Demos.
Not bad for someone that I guess just wrecks people for wins every single time I'm in a position to win. What a race that was.
Who is that a shot at?
That's a shot at a lot of people. Not gonna name names, but I see it a lot. I see the people in the chat from time to time. Dirty Demos is my nickname, if those don't know back at home.
Well, great race, great fight. What else do you think James Thurston needed, and what do you think locked in the victory for you?
Well, first of all, I had track position to start. I think having the pole and having the clean air definitely helped me learn a little bit to start the race. But yeah, I let him go initially just to conserve my stuff, and we were all sliding around. I don't know if you picked up on it on the stream, but we were slipping and sliding, and eventually I got back by Thurston, but then he started to run me down, and I was watching in my mirror to see what line he was running, and he was running like the 3rd lane in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I eventually picked up on that, and I was able to just keep it going straight. It was very hard on the rear tires. You were slipping and sliding. I slipped up coming to the white, and I thought I messed it up, but thankfully he was just a little too loose behind me and couldn't really do anything.
Well, it was a fun race, but we're in a little bit of a dilemma. We plan on going back to Michigan with the mini stocks, excuse me. But that means we'll go to Michigan twice. Do we go to Michigan twice, or do we add another track for the mini stocks?
What did the viewers want?
What do the viewers want? You guys want Auto Club? Do you guys want another big track with the mini stocks? If not, it will be Michigan. I mean, where else will we go? Kansas again? Las Vegas with the mini stocks? That actually sounds pretty fun. Homestead with the mini stocks?
No.
Can't spoil me with a good time.
We're not going through this month phase where we just do Homestead as a race 4 or 5. But let's stay away just
We
for
have
now.
not done Homestead for a race 4 or 5, I think, for the last 3 months.
Let's keep it that way.
Hater.
The bad track, man.
Great track.
I'm looking at the chat. I see Michigan, Darlington, Charlotte. Daytona.
Phoenix super late models. Hey, I'm all for it.
No. Let's not.
Dover.
Let's keep the mini stock.
Do we go to Dover?
Hillside, yeah, man.
Mini stocks at Charlotte is fun. Auto Club Darlington. I think Auto Club would be great because of how wide the track is.
I like your idea. That's why you wanted to do Michigan, right?
Yeah, that's why we really want to do Michigan. And if we don't do Michigan back to back, anything but Auto Club. I think some people are saying they don't want Auto Club because they want to race and they don't probably have the track. But we know Auto Club will fill out. That's the big thing. So we have not seen a first-time winner tonight. We have one more shot. Some are saying Dover. You know what? Let's just add in. Let's add into a poll.
I see Atlanta. Is that new Atlanta or old Atlanta? Whoever said that in the chat. Who is that?
Let's just add them in. Atlanta. We just did Talladega. We're not doing Daytona. We'll add in Dover. We'll add in Auto Club. And then we'll add in a Kansas. Because why not? Let's see what it does. Let's see what people think. I mean, we had a great racing when we went to Indy. Like, Indy was just fantastic. Dover's going to be insane. I have no idea what to think if we do Dover. I'd say Auto Club is the best bet because of how wide the track is. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be like the 405.
Yeah, another track that I found a lot of fun was Rockingham with the mini stock with the Charlotte setup.
The only thing is we worry about car count, including this late at night.
Rockingham really isn't that popular of a track, and it's Rockingham, and everyone hates Rockingham apparently.
I wouldn't say that. Well, I mean, technically, we still haven't done Milwaukee. I don't know when we will do Milwaukee.
Let's never do that track.
No, at some point we got to hit every oval track in NR Night in America. We have yet to hit every oval. Talladega with Next Gen will not be happening.
Hey, am I allowed to get my shout-outs for winning this race?
Go right ahead.
What? Hey, I want to thank PCR for the motors. Tyler Tinsley, brought me on with, we got the most stacked team in NR Night in America. Brady Movic, myself, and Tyler Tinsley. Greatest trio of drivers ever. And I know it was like 3 months ago this was all announced, but it's an honor to race alongside the greatest in this community. Also, shout out Iora. If you're looking for a little fun to do, or fun racing with the Xfinity car on Thursday night, feel free to join us. We all run the cars. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of the NR guys show up in Iora, and we have a lot of fun put on a show.
All right, is that it?
Yeah, I'm not really a good speech person when it comes to making these awesome speeches.
Well, speaking is all about practice.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Oh, and shout out to Aiden Walker for the paint scheme. Fanta. This was all a dig at you, remember? I wanted to run the Fanta car for the NWP.
Good thing you didn't.
Yeah, well, it's still wrecked anyways. I still wrecked.
That was pretty wild. I didn't expect you to wreck that early.
Your good luck comes to an end eventually, and I've been spoiled with that luck for a long time in here. But yeah, thank you to him for making the paint scheme, and planning on adding a few more flavors as time passes. But currently, oh my goodness.
Oh, I muted myself. This is the cough button. You can continue. The viewers don't know I coughed, but you do. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have some more flavors. Viewers back at home, what flavors do you want to see? On deck, we have strawberry, pineapple.
Oh, I just made it Auto Club, and I didn't even realize it went to Dover. Uh-oh. Do we have a Dover set?
Oh, I don't know.
What would we use for Dover if we did Dover? Because it's clearly not Dover. It looks like we're going to Dover.
I have no idea. Listen, everybody in my chat was telling me to say Dover. I didn't know if there was a setup or not. I just went along with it.
Is everyone Frank DeAngelis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. Because of Hillside, right? That's what he wants?
Yes, you got to turn the stands off too.
You're keeping the grandstands 100% on. But we're going to go to Dover, but I don't know what setup. Frank, this is your idea, I guess. Where are we going? Well, we're going to Dover, but what setup? Do we use Wilkesboro, Milwaukee? I'm guessing we'd have to use Milwaukee. No. Is there a Rockingham setup? Because I mean, we might as well try Rockingham.
For Rockingham, when we did it in Moon Car, we did the Charlotte setup. So I think the Charlotte setup.
Yeah,
works.
the Charlotte setup just works for everything. Let's not overthink it. It is very much a mini stock race. Been a long day. Been a very long day for myself. I'm ready to go to Owasso, Michigan. Session is up. Password is IDK. I am ready to go to. It just went to Auto Club and I bought Dover. We're going to Dover. Dover is where we will be heading. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for Owasso. It'll be my final trip to Michigan this year. I want to point something out. I have been to Michigan now multiple times this year. Like, I think upwards of... Ooh, how many races I have in Michigan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last time I went to Michigan was 2010. So it's really nice being in Michigan. This will be my final time in Michigan this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm telling you, I am very excited for the Owasso Nationals 150 lap pro late model race, the penultimate race for the JEG CRA All-Stars Tour. Are you watching, Daniel Mosteller? Maybe you guys have a group view. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be NR drivers in that field. It's going to be like 4 NR drivers in that field.
The only time I've watched any sort of late models or whatever they're called.
Hickory.
Yeah, late models. Yeah, Hickory, when it was...
But that was
right
a good
in front of my
race.
eyes. It was. The rain delay kind of sucked, though. I hated that.
It did. But you know what? At least we got the race in. At least got all 250 laps in. I'm excited. If you guys want to watch this live on Racing America, let's go for some NR Night in America drivers that will be in that field. You ready? These are the guys that have at least tried to race in NR Night in the past. Charlie Keevan will be racing. You know that name. Barrett Polimas.
Oh my gosh.
Barrett Polimas will be in it as well. Keegan Sabilo. So yeah, we got three drivers that have raced in NR Night in America. We'll be racing in person, and I'll be calling it the Owasso Nationals 150 lap pro late model feature live on Racing America and Track TV. I, John Ramos, will be yapping away in the booth, and you guys get to listen to it live. I am stoked. I'm telling you, I am very stoked for that race. Great championship battle going on. That's what I've been working on for this in-person sign. Ready to go green. Yes, isn't there a 200 there is a 200 lap street stock race at Salem coming out. Isn't it like the Halloween 200 if I'm not mistaken? That's going to be a lot of fun. We did Auto Club. Whoa, I did not change it to Dover, but Auto Club won the vote anyways. So you know what? It's a happy mistake. A very, very happy mistake. Frank, excuse me, Demos, congratulations on your win. We'll continue to walk around. Frank the Tank, John Ramos, how are you?
I just got so much happier after seeing who signed up.
Who signed up? Brandon McKissick?
Brandon McKissick, oh my god. You could tell this is going to be
You
a
know
good
he's
one
smiling right now. Brandon, I know you're smiling. He has a great smile. For the ones that know, he has the best smile in all of iRacing. You know, you can just look at Brandon and he'll just smile at you. You say, hey, Brandon, he gives you a smile. You can say the worst joke, he's going to smile. You can run a stop sign, he's going to smile. I'm telling you. Brandon McKissick, great guy. Love that dude.
We got Brandon, we got some...
His brother's cool too.
I was thinking of not racing because I'm just tired and I was going to maybe go to Wawa. But then I saw they signed up, so I had to postpone the Wawa itch.
It's
by, like,
25 laps. It is literally the blockbuster finale. Who does not want to race some mini stocks at Auto Club?
I would have preferred Dover.
All right, but they lost the vote.
Yeah, I know. Because I was telling people to vote for Hillside and probably 4 people knew what that meant.
Well, we're getting ready to race. Excited for this one. Trying to think of what I was going to speak to you on that is now completely gone past. Oh, how's McFly? The series, McFly.
I don't know what that is.
Don't you have like a mini stock series called McFly?
Yeah, it's called Mini Fly.
Mini Fly.
You're suspended. Actually, no, you're suspended.
No, I'm not suspended.
Yeah, you were suspended for a race, and it was been a race, and you were back.
Well, it is very exciting. It's okay. I had to record a podcast, so we'll be back. Isn't there a playoff format?
No.
Ooh, I may be screwed. But it's okay. We're ready to go. Where is Brandon McKissick? We'll love to get Brandon McKissick in here and chat it up. Maybe he'll smile
I'll tell
when
him
we have him speak.
I'll tell him to join.
He's smiling right now. I just know he's smiling. He's great. And he's got like really white teeth too, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Like he just has the greatest smile. You know what? Find Brandon McKissick one day. If you go up to him like, oh, that's Brandon McKissick. I'm telling you, he could be a model. He's just got it. He's just got it all. Let's go green. Frank, where are you? Where are you, Frank? He is not on the track. We're looking for Sean Conklin. There he is. Let's continue to speak. Christian Delgado, how are you doing?
I'm doing better.
Doing better. Okay. You didn't know those magical words. It kind of hurt my feelings. It didn't hurt my feelings. But it is nice that you are back. You were involved in that very scary wreck. But were you able to make it? Were you able to make it to Auto Club?
I am in Auto Club, yes.
That is what we love to see. Well, 5 gears. We went from 40 miles per hour at Talladega upwards to 200 at Michigan. Colby Jackson has hit 140 down the backstretch. Anthony Burrows is up to 135. I mean, speed is key here for this mini stock race.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, like, I saw with the Frank interview with Mini Clyde, it's hard to push in these things. It's going to be interesting to see, like, how we can run the track, I guess. Obviously, the wide, and I think it's going to be a good race. But it's going to be interesting to see, like, how people can push here, so.
I'm really excited to see how it all swings. It's going to be very, very exciting. 146.7. I think we get you to 150. We could get up there to 150 for sure, including in the draft. Anthony Burrows up to 149. It is going to be a very stout field. How do you race this? Do you know how to race this? Is that Brandon McKissick?
Yes, it is.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
I think I'm doing very well. I can tell you're smiling right now.
Yep.
Yes, you are. Well, the last time you raced in NR Night in America, it was Auto Club, if I'm not mistaken. You won that race, if I'm not mistaken. You're back now with the mini stocks. Do you love the mini stocks?
It's a pretty cool car. I mean, I haven't run it here before, but I'm assuming it'll be fun. Very high throttle. It's a lot of draft, and you can push pretty hard, so always creates great racing. And I did not win that race, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness, Caden Rush beat you.
Caden Rush took it from me, yep. I didn't put fuel in the truck.
That's
I
right.
was plowing the whole race, and he got me.
That is wild. I cannot believe I destroyed that stat line. But anyways, it's okay, because you're here. Now you're going to win this race.
Hopefully. We have to end the streak at some point.
You got to figure it out. I mean, it's going to happen. You're in the all-red number 8 mini stock. Is this your hot lap right here?
One of them, yeah. After this one, I'm going to try one more time, but we'll see what happens.
Let's see where they put you. They shoved you up to 13th. Okay, not bad. You know, you're higher than Lair. JD has not set down a time yet. JD makes a mini stock of his Mountain Dew scheme that he made, which is awesome. What is like the conventional line around this with this combo? Is there a conventional line?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm just running the typical like Auto Club line. You take a bit of an arc, and then you kind of clip the white line a little bit, and then just like exit kind of low. That usually works for me pretty well here. It's one of my best tracks usually, but like I said, who knows in this combo.
Well, we're excited to see less than a minute remaining. Let's see if Brandon McKissick can find victory lane. We'll drag him back. Let's talk to Barb Gallo.
Whoa.
Barb, you are back with
Whoa.
another interview. I know, too. It's insane. I couldn't believe that when McKissick goes 6th. Question, if you can give me said answer, what happened there at Michigan?
Oh, I bobbled. The car bobbled. I got loose.
Oh, no.
I don't really care. I had fun. That was a lot of fun. They fixed it.
We're ready to see what you can do. What are you thinking here at Auto Club?
It's not hillside. I'm not racing it.
Ooh, you would only race if it's hillside.
Yeah. You know Hillside? You should tell everybody about Hillside.
I just don't know if we would get I don't know if we would get this amount of entries if it was Hillside.
Are these people old enough or young enough to know? Or no, my bad. I meant old enough. Are these people old enough to know what Hillside is?
I think it can be any age because Frank D'Angelo started the Hillside joke. So
I love Hillside. It's a great track.
it is. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
Yeah, the Xfinity race was fun. I actually had a lot of fun for 13 laps and then I died. But that was great. I like that. That car is a lot better than what it used to be. It's not tight anymore. It's a lot more looser.
Well, that's nice. Well, we'll get ready for this race. Good luck for future NR Night in America races. That being the Barbagallo machine. Kenny Real. It's been real. How is things going with you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Well, we're lined up. We're ready to go racing at the Auto Club Speedway. Are you in this race?
Yeah, we're in here.
There we go. Gotta love racing at Auto Club. Do you love this car? Do you not love this car? What's your opinion on this car?
Well, the car's fun to drive. I actually enjoy it. I haven't raced it here, but I've raced super speedways, and it's actually pretty fun to drive.
Well, we are ready to see what you can do. What are you expecting? 4 wide, 5 wide? Some drivers not even using the track?
I expect chaos for sure. It'll be fun though. 3 wide, probably racing a lot.
Well, we're really stoked to see what's in store, not just for this race, but future races. We got 36 drivers ready to make some noise. We're ready to see what is next. Good luck. That's Kenny Real. Continue to roll through drivers ahead of this race. 25 laps. It is a steep amount of laps, including for the Auto Club Speedway with these mini stocks. But nonetheless, it should be interesting. It should be exciting. We are ready to go lights out racing. Let's go ahead and give those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. Welcome to Auto Club Speedway. McKissick, Shoemate, Flatten, DeAngelis, Burrows. Lined up to go green flag racing. Lined up 2 by 2. It's so unique. It's so different. It just makes you ask, why is it even being ran? Welcome to Southern California. Welcome to the Auto Club Speedway. Welcome to Mini Stock Racing in Fontana. Let's light the fuse out west. Three wide already, 6 rows deep. Kevin Austin to the wall. Single car hit, 4 wide. That's how they look for 12th. Burrows, a push from Conklin. Walker helping on the outside lane. It may be with Cortez. Burrows got loose. DeAngelis a hand, he's up to second. DeAngelis race leader. Shimela to second, Burrows in third. Walker watching on in 5th. This is the main part of the field, well over 27, 28 cars. from the 36 that took the green flag. Walker shaves it off the nose of the 23. Some were not able to. McKissick's in it. Kenny Reel's involved. No caution just yet because of how these cars race. Mosteller tag in the back by DeAngelis. It's gonna be always relaxed yellow zone when we take the mini stock somewhere. What it does is it spreads the field out, then you wonder when the caution will come. After a certain amount of incidents, it does fly. DeAngelis leads, Bomar in second. Shamela, Burrows, Jackson, Mosteller. Watching on from Colby Jackson. Bomar, DeAngelis, toe-to-toe. There's Conklin to the outside. Conklin lined up with Mose, pushing to the middle. James Bomar has caught the outside, now 2x2. That's the fight for the lead. Let's start with Moriarty getting sideways. Kenny Reel, first driver out of the race. 21 laps to go. And they're going to be locked in this 2x2. Now, what's great about the mini stocks, they are low enough decibel that we can interview drivers mid-race. Frank DeAngelis, you're leading. Now you're not, but you're up front. How are you driving?
Driving good.
What's the difference with this car compared to other tracks?
It's slower than the street stock.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, tandem drafting.
It's slower than the street stock, but you're actually able to like pull out and like.
Wow. Well, you're getting a lot of work done from the 87. They're 3 wide behind you. Is working together the big deal here, or is the draft big enough where you can work on your own?
You need someone pushing you to do good.
All right, well, we'll continue to keep that in mind. That is, or was, your race leader. We'll continue to chat. Daniel Mostelli, you're in this hunt. 20 laps to go. What are you thinking? Be a teammate or be on your own?
It's a little too early to tell. I just need to survive. That's what I gotta do.
20 laps to go. Conklin is there. Is it a chess match on who you want to work with or who you know who to work with?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna play that game. We get to that no point in the race, but right now I'm just trying to survive and be there at the end. Right now we're all packed up together and it's pretty sketchy.
All right, lock in. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Daniel Mosteller able to get a read on some of these drivers and how they're going. 19 laps to go from Auto Club Speedway. This is NR Night in America, the 4th race of the night. If you're just tuning on in, well, you missed the Bristol race. You missed Car Tomorrow's at Talladega, and then the Xfinity Series at Michigan. You're watching it 3 wide. Now the battle for the 2nd position. You got Martin and company. You got Bomar in view. You have Sean Conklin out of the top side of the racetrack with James Thurston a shove to the back end of Frank DeAngelis. Two by two. Shoemate Truhl riding on with Zachary Truhl. He's in 8th. Let's see how slidey the cars are. Some are still struggling to hold on. The lap time's 48 seconds. That compared to what you would see at Daytona with the Next Gen. I would even say it's quicker there. 1 in the fence. DeAngelis, Bomar, Thurston. Pat and all packed together. DeAngelis will get help on the bottom. That's from the 24. 4 wide, nearly 5 wide for the race lead. Kyle Martin, Frank DeAngelis. Martin to the wayside. Got something to work, got something to roll. DeAngelis outside, Conklin inside. Conklin will shut the door on the 24. Leaves daylight open for Truhl in the 28. This is mini stock racing. 16 left in the books. You're starting to see multiple packs break off. Well behind the race leaders. And maybe saying, why are some of those guys dropping back? They're worried. They think something will happen in this main pack that will ultimately just change the trajectory, change the path, change everything up. 16 left. Truhl, Shamela, Bomar, Cortez, Burrows, Thurston, Jackson in 12. See Martin now looking for a way around. Kyle Martin has never won a race in NR Night in America. Frank DeAngelis starts his quest backwards. 15 laps to go. We've been watching what's going on up front. This is for 16th, Aiden Walker. Let's chime in to hear what Aiden Walker has to say. Walker, John Ramos, you have a copy?
Yeah, I'm shuffled out right now. I have no idea if I'm going to get up front because Patrick Connell has no idea what line he needs to take.
Well, are you banking on a yellow?
I kind of need one right now because I'm 4 seconds behind the pack and all I have is two other cars that I guess have no idea what they're doing. So
keeping that in mind. That's Aiden Walker, ladies and gentlemen. Banking on a caution, needs something to go his way. 14 laps to go. They're back 2x2 to turn 1. Sean Conklin in second, Kyle Martin in third. Keith Shoemate in fourth, Marty Shamela P5. Still in the toe-to-toe phase. Kyle Martin, Sean Conklin. See Conklin on the inside, DeAngelis. He got roughed up. Little tag in the back by the 18. Still 13 left. For there to be a change, for something to make a difference. No cautions. Thus far, still tightly packed together. Lined up. Now mostly to the outside lane. Kyle Martin's in second. There's Sean Conklin in third. Conklin the move. Gets one. Frank DeAngelis, race leader. Couple machines into the outside wall. Greg Patton with the 23 of Vincent Cortez. They get it back fired. We stay green. 12 to go. All right, Frank, 12 laps. What's the game plan?
I thought it was so I didn't throw an aggressive block there, but I'm just going to ride bottom.
All right, keeping that in mind. 12 to go. You heard his view. What's next? There's a move. James Bomar into the fourth position. Shoemake, Colby Jackson, Marty Shamela, Burrows, Thurston, Most, Truhl. They're somewhat in the bubble of the top 10. Sticks on the board. There'll be 11 laps remaining. Lap traffic on the flat. Shoemake to the outside. Bomar all over DeAngelis. Conklin tagged on the racetrack. Will lose the race lead. Will lose the top three. Bomar leader. It's back three wide. See Jackson on the bottom. Colby Jackson with a lunge. Now takes the fight to James Bomar. Maybe not. Three wide. Bomar into the two. The two goes around. Caution will wave. With 9 laps to go. Unreal. And the move by James Bomar will stack this field back up. Let's see what happened. Three wide behind Bomar and company. Thought about making it 4 wide. Yeah, he just came right down in front of the two and nowhere for the one to go. Zachary Truel got a piece of it. Enough incidents in this race finally to warrant a yellow. This under 10 laps remaining. There's the blink out of the Bomar machine. And now the wait to see what truly is next. Pit road, it's going to be wide open. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been hanging out with us here tonight. All the great viewers watching back at home. There'll be 8 to go this time by. And we'll be restarting with 7 laps remaining in the race. Truel, Jackson, Walker, Connell. That's how some of them line up. And we'll be ready to go green. Pit road's open. And the cut by the leaders show that there's no need for coming in. The one to go will be displayed this time, and we'll be ready to go back green flag racing. This will be from Auto Club Speedway. Lights off, top of the pace car. Bomar, DeAngelis, that's how they'll line up. That's in row number 1. The rest will line up behind. We'll be ready to go green. Truel is in, Thurston is in, Walker is in. It is a stretch to see if they can make it back in time. Breaking news for the baseball fans, Juan Soto has hit his 200th home run. Just 7 laps left in the books. Two by two as they line back up. Bomar, DeAngelis, Conklin, and Martin. Burrows, Shamela, Mosteller, and Patrick Connell. Let's roll. 7 to go. DeAngelis outside, shove from Martin. Burrows on the scene. There in the 6. Shamela on the scene. There in the 0. Six to go this time by. Frank DeAngelis turned off the nose of James Bomar. He'll slide down into the grass, gets it backfired, and nails the side of the 88. And safe to say, DeAngelis is not happy with James Bomar. We stay green. Kyle Martin, the race leader, Marty Shamela in second. Looks to the top. Burrows right with him. Five to go from Auto Club. Marty's got a roll. Top side with Burrows. Martin there in the 18. Three wide. Martin inside. Conklin in the middle. Marty Shamela trying everything he can to the outside part of the track. 4 to go. Four wide. Looking, peeking. That was from 4th on back. Connell, Shamela, Mostello to cover. See, Demos did a great job staying in front of the leaders. Keeping them behind, not allowing them to get through. 3 to go. Conklin topside, Mostello inside. Myers, Shamela, Walker, Connell, Burrows, Baker, McKissick, Mize, Thurston, Pena, and Truhl. Trouble! Connell up and into the air. The caution will wave. We're going to see a restart. James Thurston involved. And look at the damage for the 66. We will see a 2-lap shootout. Let's watch back. He just got air. All I can say is he came right across the nose of the 14. That was Devin Baker. Honestly, what resulted in the yellow. Patrick Connell. See it again from a different view. Across and over. Caution will wave with 3 laps to go. They'll size us up for a green, white checkered. We'll get the 1 to go this time by. It'll be Conklin, Martin, Mostello, Shamela, Walker, Byers, Baker, McKissick. You can put Buys and Cortez in there. You can throw Connell and Shoemate in there. McKinney and Thurston. They're going to be a fun group to watch as we'll get ready to try it all again. Two by two, they'll line up the final laps of the race. The final laps of the stream will result in a green-white checkered. Exciting, fun, mini stocks. Let's do it. Time to go green. Lined up 2 by 2. Let's get ready for the restart. Sean Coughlin, Kyle Martin. Restart from Auto Club. Baker on the apron of 1 and 2. Drops back. Mosteller, Walker. Conklin the leader. Roll into 3 and 4. Mosteller on the inside, Martin on the outside. This race will be official. Salamanca, 1 to go from Auto Club. Move to the inside. Mosteller. Can he clear Conklin? He can. Conklin the drive. Kyle Martin has his first win, just 1 car length away. Does he make the lunge for victory? Martin into Conklin. Conklin's able to save it. And we'll go California Dreamin'. Sean Conklin victorious from Fontana. Martin, Shamela, Walker, Mosteller, Byers, McKissick, Buys. Wow. Fun race, fun finish, and with that, we will say good night. Want to say thank you to everyone that tuned in for NR Night in America. It's always a blast to have you with us. It's always a blast to go streaming. You want to hear my in-person broadcast? That will be this week. It'll be live on Racing America and Track TV at Owasso Speedway. The new Stars race will be Saturday night, and the Owasso Nationals will be Sunday afternoon. Gonna be a blast, and I can't wait to hear all about what you all thought. Around 25 Pro Late models are entered for that race, and I think you should tune on in. You'll hear me and my co-announcer living it up for the Owasso Nationals. And our Night in America will be back next week. And with that, I say thank you to all who have tuned on in. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. This has been NR Night in America.